Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to demonstrate a haircut on my model Karina. She's got a bit more length in the front here and like a longer fringe area that I definitely would like to keep some length here. The haircut is pretty much grown out in this area here. I want to work with a variation of a round graduation technique all through this part here. Then some round layers on the top, and I want to disconnect this length here. I want to keep this length disconnected and have a nice variety of techniques in my front, in my fringe area here. I want to connect these parts, so I want to work from a certain length here into a point that works then from the fringe area to behind the ear and matching with our internal graduation. I'm going to get my model shampooed now, and then I'll come back with the sectioning later. I will just turn my model around and she's going to tilt the head slightly downwards. So you can see this like big rounded section to this side here, which ends into a tiny little corner here, this little edge. So in this part here, I will gradually build up some length towards this side here that will work back to the other side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start the haircut from the top with diagonal sections on the top here, over directing every other section to the previously cut section to build up a bit more length and a bit more weight towards the crown area. Once I finish that, I'm going to work with a round graduated shape through this side here, working with diagonal sections from the hairline into the nape, crossing the center back. I'm going to repeat the same procedure on this side here, but I will drop out this bit of length here. So I'm going to start my graduation in this top part here and then work backwards till I reach my first cut side. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put my first section in and start my haircut on top of the head. I make sure I comb this hair that doesn't belong to the section clean away from my section. I lift the hair out and cut a layered shape on top of the head. My second section is taken parallel to the first and over-directed frontwards towards my first cut section. It's not that much that I reduce on top because I want to keep a little bit longer and softer shape, a softer length on the top as well. So my third section is going to be parallel to the second and over directed onto the second section. I'm going to reduce this bit of weight on top here. I give it a little cross check. So you can clearly see that I develop a little bit more length towards the back. I'm gonna finish my top sections, and then I'm gonna start with parallel sections, with diagonal sections through the side here. I'm going to show you the first section here. Take diagonal sections and lift the hair straight out, and I cut a line that follows the head shape but keeps a little amount of weight into my outline here. This is my first section through the side, and I'm gonna carry on by taking parallel sections till I reach the nape area and cross the center back. And I'm gonna come back to you later once I finished my top and my sides here, and once I come into the front area. So, alright, what I've done so far is I cut the layers on top here. I layered this part, and then I went into my graduated part through the sides and through my second side as well here. And well, I slightly build up some weight. It's kind of a very stiff hair, so it kind of sticks out very quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a curved section through the fringe. I don't want to reduce a lot of weight or a lot of length from the fringe area. But what I want to do is I want to connect these parts that are disconnected so far. So I connect this length here into the existing length in the fringe area. I lift up the hair slightly, so I create a slight amount of graduation, so I don't have like a hard line here. My second section is taken parallel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this section slightly higher and then connect onto my previously cut section. So the higher I lift each section, the higher will the amount of graduation will be. So the lower I keep the sections, the heavier the line will be. So the more elevation I put in the hair, the softer this line will become. I'm going to continue through the top, then I'm going to blow dry the hair, and I will come back to you with the finished result. So I finished the haircut. I want to show you the finished result from the side. So you can see here there is the graduation underneath and this length working from the front into a point towards the back. So here's some softness on top there. So it really works basically against each other, these parts here. So on the other side I kept this long bit here. We've got scissor over comb work through the sides and back, and here we've got our bit dropped out, and just going to give it a little comb through. Here you can see the finished result from the front. So it's like a heavier fringe, this length dropping over to the other side here, and then a length that drops down here. And in the nape we've got a nice short faded scissor over comb work, and also here it shows off some of her scalp tattoos. So Alright guys, I hope you like the result and see you in my next video.